Hey baby, so sitting out here coming at you with another video, and this one's gonna be kind of quick. I hope it's gonna be kind of quick because I wanted to talk about Hydrogenated Superativa. Now, I am a HS warrior, baby, and I don't know if you've seen that hashtag before. You probably haven't, but now once I've brought it up, you're never going to be able to unsee it now.
So does this itch when these spots come up? I don't see any active boils functioning. How often do you think that these spots will actually drain out? 2 to 3 times a day. 2 to 3 times a day. Does this scar hurt? No.
Right here, just spread out to all the way here, down here, then spread up here.
In the video, in the playlist left in the description box below, I break down to you exactly what Hydrogenated Superativa is and all of those things, so I'm not going to go into that part today, so let's act like you already watched it. Hydrogenated Superativa is something that doctors and scientists are still trying to understand. There is not a cure for it yet because it's just not dire enough for most people for it to be something that causes them to spend all of this money on cures. So most people are self-diagnosing themselves, or because most dermatologists don't even know what the hell Hydrogenated Superativa is, and it's something that doctors are just now becoming really familiar with, right? When I first learned that I had Hydrogenated Superativa, the only reason that I knew the name of it, even though my father and his whole side of the family got it, don't nobody talk about it, don't nobody know what it is, I found out what it was from Beautiful Brown Baby Doll, right? And when I watched her video, she was just breaking those things down, and HS is something that you live with in private and in shame. Girl, you be embarrassed in a mug. Viewer discretion is advised because some of these clips that I am about to find for you for Hydrogenated Superativa in all of its different levels is going to be kind of disturbing. Some of these videos are mine and some are not.
HS, which is Hydrogenated Superativa. Bumps under my underarms. HS is basically really big boils or really big cysts. Then spread up here, then spread out to here. The pain is, I would say on a scale from 1 to 10, it's about a 12 or 13. Brains every day, blood or pus, or just like a clear liquid fluid.
Releases that pressure, it releases that pain, and the goal is to prevent that tunnel from reforming again. Right from that, you're doing awesome. I like it. So what I've done is successfully de-roofed this tunnel that's on her left armpit.
I hope you weren't eating. Yes, that is Hydrogenated Superativa. That's what Hydrogenated Superativa looks like. And even though the most common places for outbreaks are under the arms, in between the groin, on top of the cooter mama, in between the booty crack, under the armpits, basically anywhere the sweat glands live, you can get them. And because I already have an overactive sebaceous gland and all of the things, me having an over influx of estrogen within my body with HS, that's one of the things you were supposed to go watch the other videos, right? With me having this overproduction of estrogen within my body, it makes my body overproduce everything. My body overproduces sweat, it overproduces sebum, it overproduces everything. So if I go eat beef, any beef is, girl, if I go eat any beef, I'm going to get inflammation right away. I'm going to get like a boil under my arm somewhere. Like, I have to stay away from it. And if I go too far, like if I go real deep and have some oxtails, that's when I get an outbreak in my scalp. The last outbreak that I had in the middle of my hair is back now. Thank you, Lord. It's back now. But it was from oxtails. Like, I made oxtails, and then not even 48 hours later, the lesion popped up in my head, and about 72 hours later it came to a head, popped, and the hair that was there left with it. So I I was born with HS, so I don't know anything different, right? The second that puberty hit, HS hit, I don't know anything different. I learned that other girls didn't have the problems that I had when I was like in gym and when I would be in gym and I would see like other things, or like, you know, we went to stretch, or one of my friends put their arms up and I saw they pure armpits and stuff. I was like, oh my God, mine don't look like that. And that's when I started to learn that there was something different about me versus my peers. But it's fine. I moved with it. I worked with it. Nobody ever knew. Nobody ever knew. Even now to this day, if I don't say anything and if I just never wear a shirt that shows my underarms, or if I just keep it to myself when I have an outbreak in my scalp and I just use, you know, fillers, I could use microfiber fillers to cover up bald spots if I wanted to, but I'm not doing that. Why? Because for what? I was born with hidradenitis suppurativa. It's not something new. It's a part of me. It's a part of my identity. And even when some people bring it up, like oh, you take medication for it or things of that nature, everybody's different. And I'm not saying anything bad about people who choose to take medication, because even though my version of hidradenitis suppurativa is at a very, very, very low level, at my highest weight it was really, 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 really bad, like really bad. So I definitely understand, but because I know the difference, I also remember when it went from, excuse me, I would say on a scale from 1 to 10 being one of the videos I showed you, I was probably at like a 7, right? Like a 7.5, right, at my highest. But even that 7.5 is horrific. Like, it really, really, really is. But I remember that when my diet started to change and when I started to make certain replacements, I could feel it go from like a 7.9. Yeah, it was 7.9, not 7.5. I could feel it go from like a 7.9 to a 7.5 to a 7 to a 6 to now being like at a level 1. I'm saying level 1 because if I go eat a cheeseburger right now, shit's gonna go down. I'm gonna have to be like, hey baby, I need some band-aids. But I stay with band-aids on deck. I stay with peroxide on deck. I stay with tea tree essential oil on deck. Like, there are certain patterns and procedures that I have to follow with hidradenitis suppurativa. But what's crazy to me, right, the hardest part about hidradenitis suppurativa for me hasn't been the lesions, hasn't been the outbreak, hasn't been the pus or anything. It's been trying to navigate educating and YouTube and things of that nature with having hidradenitis suppurativa. Hidradenitis suppurativa does not have anything to do with me wearing weaves, extensions, even like it doesn't have anything to do with me straightening my hair, getting a relaxer. It has nothing to do with nothing. I could be skin bald. I could get a skin bald buzz cut and do nothing to my hair and it'll still happen, especially saying that most of the outbreak spots don't even got nothing to do with my head, right? But it made it really, it makes it really hard. It made it really hard for me to want to continue making certain content, because anytime I would make content or something, if I was having an outbreak and I was nursing myself through it, which is nothing I could do. Like, just imagine growing all of your hair back from your last outbreak, having your hair down your back, getting ready to reveal it and show everybody the compilation, and then you be a fat ass and go to Five Guys. You know damn well you ain't got no business going to Five Guys or fucking In-N-Out Burger, getting animal style and all types of shit. And because you ate a burger, 3 years of work just down the drain. And then I'm like, okay, I can still bring it to, as long as I'm transparent, as long as I'm honest, it'll be okay. And then for what, however many years I've been talking about it, it's only been a certain group of people that were even open to hear from me, because they're like, how come you keep cutting your hair? How come you keep cutting your hair? And then I would say it's because I have hidradenitis suppurativa, and I would try to explain, and I have a whole playlist on it, even though it is literally one of the most embarrassing like things that anybody can have. And it's so crazy now in 2025 just to be seeing so many people come out saying like, oh, I have HS2, or so many people find it out that they have HS through watching my videos the same way that I found out that I had HS through watching Beautiful Brown Baby Doll. It was Beautiful Brown Baby Doll's video years ago that I was like, oh my god, I think this may be the same thing. And I typed in like, HS, what the hell? Hidradenitis suppurativa, how you spell that shit? And then I typed it in and was like, oh my god, these are all of the same symptoms. Then I started calling around. I even remember talking to my daddy's daughter and stuff, and like finding out that both of my father's daughters have it, and just a lot, right? And those are the things that put everything in play and put everything in rotation for me. So now here we go. In 2025, previously in my other videos where y'all would see my hair in a short pixie cut, it was because I wasn't putting myself on no goddamn diet like that. I was gonna be eating burgers when I wanted to, and I didn't have time to be worried about no outbreak happening in my scalp. I was gonna eat my fucking burgers whenever I wanted to eat my burgers. So that's what I did. But as I've gotten older, and as my daughter is getting older, I want my daughter to see a black woman with beautiful, long, thick hair, just so she'll know she came out of my uterus, her hair can do the same thing, right? And so that is the phase of my life that I am in right now. Please know that I am not growing my hair out for y'all. The only reason that I have hair on my hair right now is because of Cynthia Bella Smith, and don't you ever forget it. That's because of my daughter. Yes, my daughter is named after me. So I really hope that makes sense. Again, I don't want to go too deep into it, because anytime I say something about it, and I know y'all mean it out of love, but whenever I say something about hidradenitis suppurativa, everybody be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry for you. Don't feel sorry for me. It's just something that my body deals with. My body does not like artificial hormones. It's just certain things it don't like. It don't like beef, it's certain stuff my body doesn't like, and as long as I don't eat the things that my body don't like, I'm fine. I don't got no problem. We do whatever we want to do, but pick up some oxtails, pick up something that my body don't like. My body be like, that's what we doing today? Okay, no problem. So that's why I'm always like trigger inflammation, then whatever the disorder is. That's why whenever people are like, oh Stan, this is going on with my body, what should I put on it? I'm like, no, you need to figure out why that's happening to your body, then let's handle that, and then we can get to prevention and things of that nature. So I really hope that makes sense, and I really hope that I know it won't put an end to comments like the one that I put up earlier and all of the naysayers. It won't, and it's fine, and that doesn't matter, because I'm only here for the small, well, not necessarily small, I'm only here for the group of people that I'm in alignment with. So if we are in alignment and you came across a video about me that made you like, I wonder why she always cuts her hair, I wonder why her hair is shaved on that side, I wonder why she had that thin spot before, I wonder why, this is why. Hidradenitis suppurativa is real, it's real life, and yes, I'm an HS warrior, and no, I'm not ashamed of it, and I don't think I'm gonna eat no goddamn oxtails, but goddamn it, if I do and something pops off, just know that that's what it is, and I'm not gonna live my life in shame. I'm not gonna feel bad about it. It doesn't matter how many negative posts you leave, it doesn't matter how many negative or nasty comments that you leave below. It's not gonna stop anything. It's not gonna stop me. It's not gonna change the type of content that I make, because for every one person that's tired of hearing me talk about the things that I talk about, there are like 20 more women like the ones on the screen, and that's who I'm here for. So if you have hidradenitis suppurativa and you want to hear more about it, then again, check the links in the description box below so you can watch my full playlist on HS, and so you can learn more about different recipes that I use for prevention. Then again, check the link in the description box below, head over to the Send Out Network and look at some of the recipes that I have over there. And Again, let me know in the comments if after you look through all of the stuff that I got on HS and you like saying this ain't enough, give us some more stuff, then let me know in the comments and I got you. All right, I love you so much. Thank you for sticking around until the end of this video, and I just hope that after watching this video, all of the little Tinkerbells and stuff that always got something to say, I hope that you have diarrhea for the next 8 months non-stop. The only time it stops is when you gotta go to work, and I hope that you only stop shit enough for you to handle your work and your responsibilities, because I don't want you to get fired and to be homeless and to lose your job and not have no car and not be able to pay child support or whatever going on. I don't want none of that stuff to be able to be going on because you can't stop taking the shit. But baby, in all your spare time, you're gonna be on the toilet in all of your spare time. That's what I want for you. I wish you guys the best in your life moving through your day, and you that has the shits. I'll see you later. Bye.